Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 and the Japan campaign. And where we left off, I'd done some basic arrangements and we'd had some decisions and things go through. I did trigger a decision to prioritise steel for guns to get more military factories, purely because, well, you know, we had a few things going on there. And I'm going to stop doing some operation stuff at the moment because they cost a pretty decent amount to effectively get those upgraded. I might do the passive defense one because that way at least I've got something going on. I think passive defense would be useful. So let's let that run. But thank you to everyone that's watching this new series. As I say, it's outside of what I normally play, but I felt like playing something a bit different, to be honest. I find if you just play the same thing all the time, you know, life gets a bit boring. So let's go out of our way just to try and do some different things. And speaking of which, we could really do with the next level of fighter, to be honest. So let's grab that. And yeah, we are doing the Manchurian project, which just gets us, well, it gives them some base stability and some political power, which is good. But yeah, there's a few in here to, like, expand the Manchurian railways, fortify the border. Let's get the steel works, though, for the civilian factories. We've still got a lot of time before we have to worry about war. We've got all of our troops in position. I'm actually going to take them out the line. Right, so by doing the Manchurian project, as I say, we get some, Manchukuo gets some base stability and things. Now we get, so Liangting. Now, I don't know what region Liangting is. East Tabai, Jehor, Liangting. So that's not owned by us. That's owned by Manchukuo. So I'm not sure if I really want to do that at the moment. What does industry again and research? So we've got liaison conference. Let's go down this one at the moment, because another 2 civilian factories is always wanted. And with this guy, his units are all fully trained, so let's take that off. And this army's fully upgraded. Let's set an offensive line with these guys. Like so. Let's have it run. The thing is, this is the thing. I'm not sure what's a good offensive line. No, I'm not going to do an offensive line. I'm not going to use the AI. But I might use the AI with this guy. And do an offensive line towards Tanying. So I might take 4 units. Yeah, let's take 3 units and go this way. Like so. And then let's do another offensive line with these units. No, we're going to take you and move you south. Yeah, and then we're equally splitting our forces, which is good. Right, and we're not using any more for army dealing. I'm going to turn the music just up a little bit, purely because I felt like it was a bit low in the last episode. Very nice. And I'm going to put it on the classic... Oh, I recognise this one. Alright, that makes me happy. I quite like the music. Right, we've got the first level of passive defense. Let's get the next one. And let's just keep time moving forwards. But I hope everyone's having a good day. I'm quite enjoying this series. It's quite good. There you go, best of the worst. I've got the latest episode of that on in the background. You know, on a separate tab. Now, we do have the option to test the Soviets. So if we do this, what happens? I'm not sure I really want to do that, to be honest, at the moment. Let's just save up political power. And we get our latest tank design. Happy days. Now, is there anything we want down here? Probably not. Should I get the mechanical computing going? Probably not. So, do I get an industry tech? I think I do. Do we want concentrated or dispersed? Let's go with concentrated. Purely because it's going to be a while before we're bombed, I reckon. Nothing is using fuel at the moment. I'm going to take you out of the front line. Let's deselect you. And then have you move back to Dalian. Previously, I believe, known as Port Arthur. Or in fact, you can just go there. And then I can have you do a naval invasion. I don't know how to plan a naval invasion, though. Ah. So, from the invasion source... No, here's the invasion source. And that's the invasion destination. So, that one to that one. And then hit return. Then, do I put you on there? No. No, no, no. Unassign. Unassign. There we go. Perfect. Right, now it's all set up. We could do with another couple of naval units. Nationalist Spain declared war. So can I send volunteers? Japanese volunteers? Fancy that? Ooh, they do want volunteers. Okay. Let's set up a general. Now, you are my best general, aren't you? Yeah, okay. Let's do a new theatre, but put you back in there. Okay, and then let's split out the tank divisions. So do I want to split out the tank divisions or the motorized? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Let's take a couple of each. Let's do it like that. Let's unassign them. And then put them in a new army group. And find a decent... Have we got a tank commander anywhere? No, they're all infantry officers. Unfortunately. But this guy's got a lot of, at least... He's only a level 1. What about you, then? You are my best commander. He's politically connected, so he gets... Unfortunately, he does lose a little bit of experience gain. Anyone else that's particularly good? You're a cavalry guy, aren't you? Ah, come on. There's got to be someone up for the task. So these are guys that we've used already. I don't really like any of them. I mean, I lean towards this guy, but he's only a level 1 in attack, which is disappointing. Although, this guy is quite good. He's got a 3 in attack. He's got good speed, planning speed, as well as decent skill. This guy's a fortress buster, though. Nah, you know what? Let's, So it's between this person and this person. I think we're going to go with this guy because he's more attack-minded. So we can get Skirmisher, enables ability probing attack, Paratroopers, or Camouflage Expert. So he's got a cool little list of things there. I mean, what does probing attack? I'm not sure about that Skirmisher one. But Camouflage Expert might be fun. We'll give him that. Well, that's cool. Right, let's put him in a new theatre, and let's call it Volunteers. And let's give him a Field Marshal. So we've got Hisachi Taruchi, who's got a level 5 attack. Or Hatter. Offensive Doctrine. We're going to go with you, because you don't have that minus 10%. Now, we're going to send some volunteers, then, to aid our new friend, Nationalist Spain. So we have 3 divisions with which to send. Let's let that happen. Another ambulance going. Loads of ambulances at the moment. Of course, Britain is in uproar over the COVID-19 virus. That, of course, is happening. Lots of problems going on with that, but hopefully it will be resolved. If there's one thing we should have faith in, it's a Boris Johnson government. Am I right, guys? Okay. Now, I'm not sure when they get there. When do they get there? August 1st. Okay, relatively soon then. And we're sending some motorized, so that's at least interesting. And that gets us some more civilian factories, which is good. Let's keep on looking at industry. So, national mobilization law, which would give us the ability to change the war economy immediately. Which is cool. And we get imperial arsenals and nationalize the war industry if we do that. So we need to do national mobilization law. Let's get that done. Saves us a little bit of political power by doing that as well. Let's watch the game save. Cool, so we've got 3 units. And it looks like the Germans have joined us, which is good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send my tank division this way, and then I'm going to send both of the motorized corps in that direction. Tank division is very slow. It's not going to be winning any awards for speed. And we can recruit an operative, which is cool. A linguist. I quite like this guy. He's got a couple of traits. Let's get him. And now we can send that guy somewhere. So, we've got you, this new guy. let's send him to here. And let's have him start building a... So what's the difference between a quiet one... Okay, so we can build a network in Beijing. Right, let's do a network there then. Okay, and we've got our troops in position now, hopefully. Yeah, we're just waiting on our motorized. We're going to attack there, and we're going to bring you into attack. Let's get some army experience going. We're not exactly the quickest units, are we? But with a tank division being deployed in there as well, that'll help. Right, and we're missing some light tanks in production. So let's get some new light tanks. And let's put them into production. We're going to take... Let's put that on a rank of 5. And then let's take away from that. And take away artillery there. And make sure that we build more than enough tanks. Let's start building those tanks. And hopefully we'll start getting some experience. Happy days, look at that. Very good. So we're aiding with the battle in nationalist Spain. We're doing the national mobilization law, which means we'll get war economy. So yeah, all coming up Millhouse. Very good. Definitely helping out. That's a Panzer 1 and a Panzer 2 by the looks of it, by the icon design. The Panzer 1. Oh, we've got a 37mm cannon going. And we can modify our government. So, we can have a look at some of our political individuals. I reckon the silent workhorse would be useful in the long term, so let's get him. Let's get us to 125 a day political power, so that's good. And we are attacking into a mountain province, which is a bit of a pain, but oh well. We've got 350 planes in reserve now, which is good. I almost want to stop building fighters for a little while. Maybe we should build some... Yeah, you know what? Let's avoid building fighters for a little while. Sorry, I'm just replying to a text. Right, that wasn't very professional, was it? Right, so yeah, we're just building up the reinforcements a little bit. Let's keep on... Let's wait for that battle to finish. And, oh, we flew away there. 82? Why have you dropped? Come on, how is a single ready... Enemy air superiority? Come on, Germany. I guess it's because it's September. Maybe the weather's having an impact. but like lack of supplies should be... How come lack of supplies isn't a problem? Like, let's hold off. Valentin Gonzalez has given us one hell of a proper battle here, but we're getting some army experience for it. Okay. So we can get evacuation 1. Part of me thinks we should get the oil processing. Or, I think those 36 artillery techs look mighty useful. And we need some motorized, so let's get some motorized. And let's drop our plane production a little bit. Can we build close air support? Yes, we can. Let's get just a couple of close air support planes. And that just lets us rebuild our motorized force. We're going to wait until the summer, I think, before we relaunch an offensive there. Our military and our industrial is really weak. We're just really behind. And we're really struggling. We're being dealt some dodgy hands here on Taiwan for some reason. Alright, let's let them attack again. What is causing that? Terrain, weather. Yeah, it's weather. It's just... the weather is crazy. Right, we're gonna get the frick out of there. And let our organization and things rebuild on its own. Right. So that means that we jump onto war economy, which is good. So now we can get another research slot. We can nationalize, but we can't get imperial arsenals. So we have to do nationalize the war industry. Let's get as efficient as possible, as quickly as possible. All of you move out. And then, are there any plains that we can attack into? Like, this is all hills. Hills, hills. Right, plains. So we can break through here. Is there a better, like, divisional way of just seeing... Yeah, terrain map mode. There we go. Okay. So, plains is this, like, grey area here. So it's all plains in this area of the country, but then there's, like, mountains dotted around. So if we can break in here and then reach the plains, like, in this area, that should unhinge their whole defense. So let's try and go for that as an objective. But let's wait until winter's sort of done. Let's do it in the new year. Because there really isn't much point in sort of just holding a line unless, you know, it's actually going to mean something. And that tank division is really slow. That's one of the first things I'm going to need to change. So we won't take attrition in hills, but we will in mountains. Let's get going in that direction. It'll take us a good little while to get there. And I'm already going to be building, hopefully, a few more... Where's my production queue? So hopefully I'll be building a few close air support. I'm only getting one a month, but we are just doing a bit of reinforcement, 2 a week. Yeah, and in Taiwan we're struggling a little bit. That's all a bunch of carrier-based aircraft. Ah, because there's a fleet base there. Interesting. Alright, it's November, and they still haven't reached their starting position. Slow and steady is the way, obviously, for the Japanese army. Okay. So, let's see if we can't break through here. And it looks like we can, you know. Or at least we were looking like we could. Let's get anti-tank as well. Now we've lost our air superiority. Terrain isn't going to help us very much. But we do have a better commander. And then we could go, you know, full on, like... Not busting through there in a hurry. We'll just let that battle go. Because if it's doing anything, it is getting us army experience. And I imagine we're not losing a crazy amount of equipment. Yeah, it's just upgrades. Motorized, though, it's still going. And we got 1 a day of our artillery. Okay, concentrated industry is finished. That's a pretty good one. We're only point thingy ahead of time on this one, so let's just get concentrated industry 2 up. And it looks like we might break through. And we'll join the Anti-Comintern Pact, why not? So, by nationalising the war industry, we can immediately get an extra research slot by doing the national research policy. If we do coal liquidation, we don't really get very much. So, I think we should just get the research slot, to be honest. And then how's our operative doing with his building of the spy network? So he's got a 54% bit of information there. 3 military factories, so we got some extras there. We got an extra 2, didn't we? Let's get a few more on tank production. Let's just really build up, ramp it up. And we're going to get our carrier on December 31st, which is good. And it looks like we are breaking through. We just need some better weather. But we're up to 30 army experience now, so that's coming in thick and fast. And I think I will call it an episode here. So thank you very much for watching this episode. I'm keeping them nice and short, just to make them a little bit easier to watch. We've sent some volunteers over to our allies, or hopefully new allies, in nationalist Spain. I'm going to try and break through into the plains here, and then make a move towards this province here, or this one here, to try and cut off all the troops around Madrid, because that should aid my colleagues. Looks like we took care of that pocket in the far north. I've got 31 army experience, which is good. And I've got missing equipment that I need to put into the queue, so I will do that in a moment. We can modify the government again, so that was a bit quicker than last time. Now, the debate is what we want. There's nothing here, to be honest, that I think looks great. Oh, we get an industrial concern. Yeah, let's get the industry research speed up a little bit. Just because we're doing some industry tech at the moment. So thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Hopefully you're enjoying this series. I'm sorry this episode was a little bit slow, but, you know, it's just one of those things of getting started. So thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks again. Bye-bye.